So what I'm going to quickly show you now is another technique that we can quickly change from the straight line in nymphs, which we've just been talking about, to a technique we call the washing line. Very similar, we're still going to use the midge tip, I'm still going to use 4 flies.
Same leader setup?
Yeah, same leader.
It's a quick change as well?
It's a very quick change. I'm confident using 4 flies.
Yeah.
I know that people would be happy using 2 or 3. If you are going to use 3 flies, very simple set leader with 6 foot, 6 foot, 6 foot. Yeah. You can't really go wrong. So I'm going to cut the buzzer off, which we've had on the point. You can see that there, just a quill buzzer. Chop that off, put that in the patch, and I'm going to put on just a cat's whisker booby. You can see there it's got the ether foam eyes. Now what that's going to do is enable me to fish a lot higher in the water column. So if you can imagine sort of 1, 2, 3 of the nymphs and then the booby on the end, so you get that wash and line effect, and that's where the method takes its name from.
So Scott put a cat's whisker booby, whereas before you were very innovative with nymphs, you've still got your nymphs. Is the cat's whisker more of an attractor, pick up odd fish, or could you change that to a bit more imitative booby as well?
You could put a sort of a hare's ear or like dowelback booby, but I'm a really good fan of the cat's whisker booby. There is a few very early fry kicking about. It's a good colour combination as well, sort of lime green and white with a bit of yellow on. It catches recent stockfish, resident fish, so all sorts of types really, so it's a really good flight to have in the box.
So again, Scott, while you...
Oh, yeah.
Never mind, never even got to that stage.
So that just...
You could have used the hang again with that method, critical part of the whole cast, remember the hang?
Yeah, it is. Not just because you're not fishing with lures, sorry, doesn't mean you don't have to hang. But this just goes to prove there. I put that booby on, fishing the washing line, fishing much higher in the water, and again we're straight into a fish.
And that again links to the bit we covered on the earlier video where we talk about location and presentation. Today, the presentation, getting the flies in the right level in the water is making all the difference. Yeah,
and just to prove the point, that fish is actually taking the booby on in the point fly. So
the imitative approach today was the one.
So they fight really well here, Draco. So again, just be patient. Wait for that fish to come to the net. And there you are.
Okay.